Hello and greetings this evening. So, I'm gonna tell this story time about me and Terrell, cause as I've said in the past, me and Terrell went to the same middle school and to the same high school. So this all goes back to I asked him back in September when he came over at night to visit me. I said, "Is there anybody else besides me who went to our high school of Cashmere High School who you hooked up with besides me?" This dude gonna say, yeah. He said, yeah. Yeah, I did. And I'm thinking it's more than one female because he is a playboy. He is the ladies' man. He is a hoe. He is. He is. For him to sit up there and be having threesomes and expect me to join in with whoever it is that he have threesomes with. Yes, he is. But then he gonna say, have you hooked up with anybody else from Cashmere High School? I'm like, no. You're the only dude from Cashmere High School that we went to that I hooked up with. So I have this memory in my mind. At the time, I was 16. He was 16. And this girl who was very popular, this light-skinned girl named Keisha. Very, very popular. And she took gym class with me and him. And he liked it, her. So him and her was talking, and I was just standing in line playing with my braids at the time, because I used to wear braids all the time back then. And I was looking at him and her talking to each other. And like I said, even though me and him used to argue all the time when we were in high school and in middle school, and we used to roast each other and curse each other out, I don't know, that was just something that we used to do. I always secretly liked him, and I told him that too since we've been grown. I always liked him, but I just could never build up the confidence to come up to him and say, hey, I think you're cute. Can we get together? Can we go out? Can we be girlfriend and boyfriend? He's telling me now, years later, I should have said something if I liked him. And he does not even, if I remember he and I walking together at the time, we were both 16 and we were talking, and he told me something like this. He says, if you and I were together, I wouldn't just have sex with you and then ghost you and never talk to you again. He's like, I would marry you and we would get together. That's what he said to me at 16 at that time, and I will never forget it. Now, he don't even remember. I asked him that. I said, you don't remember saying that to me? He's like, no. However, he do remember how me and him used to curse each other out and roast each other and argue with each other every day. He do remember that. Because he said, you can't just say something to somebody and expect somebody not to say nothing back. He said, you was always cursing me out, so I cursed you out. Whatever, I digress. So anyway, and every time I think about this, I feel some type of way in my heart because I knew he liked her and I wanted him to like me the same way he liked her. So, me and him and her are in the hallway. We just changed into our gym clothes. I was up against the wall and they was up against the wall talking to each other. And then she said something like, "Oh, I'm so tired. I've been playing volleyball all day and I smell musty." But then she pointed to him, but she said, "I could care less what you and everybody else have to say about me if y'all calling me musty, you know, if I'm full of funk or something, I could care less." And he laughs. He didn't know, no, she didn't know the whole time. She was rambling, talking to him. He was lusting at her. He was looking at her in a way like he really liked her. I mean, she was popular, and she was a light-skinned chick. She was pretty, and she was a majorette at Cashmere High School. So, I'm standing up against the wall, watching the both of them playing with my braid. Just looking at them. Then after him and her were done talking, the bell rang. And it's like, I will always forever have that memory in my mind because it's like, I liked him, and then to see him smiling and all in her face and talking to her and stuff, I was like, I didn't really like that, but I could clearly see that he liked her. Now, I didn't have him back then because, like I said, he didn't know that I felt the way I felt about him. He didn't know that I liked him, but he knows now, and I have him now. He and I are together. We have a situationship, but it's like, I will never forget, like, he really liked her. And me and her used to follow each other on Facebook back in 2011. Now, to this day, I don't know what kind of illness that she had, but back then she was on Facebook advocating for someone who has cancer. And she used to be on Facebook saying, well, I've been through a lot. And she was like saying how she used to take chemotherapy and all that. I was very, very jealous of her back in the day when we were used to attend the Cashmere High School. I admired her too. I liked, she was pretty and everything. She was kind of weird back then. But to this day, she's a very nice person. She's not shallow and, how she used to be in high school. She's not like that anymore. She's still pretty and everything, but she just, she's been through some things and she has the illness to this day that she's struggling with. And, I pray for her and hope that she's, okay. But back in the day, when me and her and Terrell were used to attend Cashman High School, I used to always, admire her, but I will never forget how her and Terrell was talking to each other. And I was just standing in the corner playing with my braid, looking at the both of them, and just feeling some type of way because I never could go up to him and talk to him the way that she could. But, you know, she was pretty and popular and everything, and he did like her. But I'm about to end this story time. I hope you viewers enjoyed it. It's a very true story about me when I was in high school, 16 years old, and Terrell. And I've known Terrell over 10 years. But until I post my next video, until then, y'all stay blessed.